Lord of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
So we here. I wasn't ready, but it's me, Andrew. You know, co-host. Like, gotta go this way. Co-host Nick, and it's Sight Beyond Sight. We're here. We're gonna talk about Moon Knight. We're gonna talk about Doctor Strange 2 or Multiverse Madness, however you want to say it. We're gonna talk about those two things because pretty much it's like a Marvel week, and that's where we at. What's going on, Nick?
What's up? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. Life is crazy.
I guess we'll start off with Moon Knight, since I feel like Doctor Strange is the big thing of today.
Yeah, but Doctor Strange Day was today, and Moon Knight was yesterday.
So I don't know what episodes we talked about, but I'm just gonna go for like the whole series, I guess.
Yeah.
And to me, I think, and this is similar between Moon Knight and Doctor Strange. Like, I feel like I like the series for Moon Knight.
All
To
right.
me, it was very interesting. I like the switch up in the character and all that stuff and the personalities. And I know that you can't do like 6 personalities in one 6-episode show because people will be like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
But even I think the end episode was pretty good, and the end credit scene that they had there was all right. So overall, I like it. I'll probably put it. Let me see. I think still WandaVision is my favorite Marvel show so far. Maybe Loki after that. Then I don't know if I put this before Falcon Winter Soldier or right after. These two are interchangeable, and then I'll put Hawkeye.
Yeah, you just a prejudice towards people with no superpowers. What the hell?
Nah, but
you can hear me still because it's on my headphones.
Yeah, I hear you. But to me, I don't know. I like it. I think it was pretty good, but I could understand if you're a comic book fan and you really like the character, why you would be so pissed if watching Moon Knight.
I mean, I guess, yeah, because I don't know shit about it, so I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty interesting. It made me want to know more about the character. Yeah. But, like, besides that, I was like, I couldn't really find things to be mad at besides it was a little bit too... I hated the fact that it felt like it went by fast as hell.
Yeah,
like, that was the fastest 6 episodes ever.
Yeah,
like, but besides that, like, I like the way that they were able to fit all of that in 6 episodes, though. Like, get a quick origin in there, have a quick, like, all right, this is where he's at, this is why he's like this, and then, all right, now we just go to season 2 and we'll give you more. Like, that's pretty much what they did.
And I think this was a really, because I'm trying to figure out what Marvel's doing for the future, because I feel like Moon Knight didn't reference anything in the Marvel universe. It was like a standalone.
They didn't want to, apparently. From what I've seen, they said they had 2 people that they were going to have cameo, and they told them they didn't want them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
See, I feel like that's weird because I felt like they were dipping their toe, because I feel like out of all the shows that Marvel made, not Netflix shows, but this was the darkest and the bloodiest.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like it got darker, especially with the when they tell his origin story with the mom and the kid, brother, and all that. And I was just kind of like, damn, they kind of went dark, and they actually do the sound of the mom beating the kid, and I was just like, holy shit.
But
so
I think
kind of went in a dark place.
I think that's more or less like just the start of their own. Like, it's gonna go into it, but because that was the director that said it in an interview that he wanted to do that. Like, it's more or less like he just want to build his own character. He don't want to have like the piggyback off of, because that's what all the other shows technically really were. Like,
the
piggyback off of something else. So it's like Moonlight was the first real standalone TV show for them to really do.
See, I think they paid homage to a lot of things, like meaning when he was fighting the Anubis wolves, because his first appearance was in Werewolf by Night. I was hoping that he would make an appearance in it, but I was hoping for a lot of things. At first, it was a little turn off when Stephen Grant was the weakling character,
Yeah.
and I feel like Mark Spector was like comic book accurate to the most degree.
All right.
And then, of course, like at first, I didn't like how Mr. Knight, that was its own personality, and he's supposed to be like very brutal but very strategic and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And then Moon Knight's his own character too. But I get it. Like you don't want again like 6, 7 characters, and people don't know what the hell's who's who.
Yeah, yeah.
For anyone who didn't see it yet, spoilers. But the end credit scene was his third personality. And he was supposed to be a taxi driver that got information from criminals, but it looks like he's going to be a hitman.
Nah, yeah, hitman, taxi driver. He'll mix of both.
Yeah.
You didn't see he was driving that nice ass limo. Like,
Yeah.
that's
And
why
if you
I
notice,
figured it. Yeah.
Khonshu was in the Mr. Knight suit.
Yeah, nah, that shit was fire. When I seen that, I was like, that's dope. Like, he was sitting there in the suit. Like,
Yeah.
that was cool as hell.
But like I said, at first I was a little turned off by it. Like, they should be more comic book accurate. But then I was thinking, everyone that's a comic book person always refers to Moon Knight as Marvel's Batman.
Mhm.
And I feel like what Marvel did was take out the Batman characteristics, like
Yeah, I was
Stephen
gonna
Grant
say-
being the rich guy. They
Yeah.
took out because they were saying like Stephen Grant is like Bruce Wayne. So they're just like, all right, he's like Bruce Wayne. We're going to make him a weakling. So
Mhm.
it's an all new different character.
Yeah,
And then
because I didn't see none of that when I was watching. I was like, where the hell did they get that? So that's something that I didn't know. I was like, I did not get that. I was like, why would people say that from watching the show?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
even I think Batman with the Jake whatever the taxi driver, Batman did that for a little bit. So they're saying like that's another thing that they copied from Batman. And then he's technically at first he didn't have powers.
Mhm.
It was just gadgets and shit, which he showed like in Moon Knight. He had like the little grappling
Yeah.
hook, and then he had like the moon batarang things. So I feel like what Marvel did was just like, all right, everyone's gonna say, especially with the new Batman movie coming out, that he's Marvel's Batman and it's a copy and it's a this and a that. So they took away everything that's very similar to Batman, and we're just like, all right, we're gonna give him all these superpowers. We're gonna make these personalities totally different, so it's nothing like Batman. And I think they pulled it off for me, but I could understand if you're like an Uber fan, you're probably pissed off.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
want to have those things, and like a person like me who doesn't know nothing is like, nah, I like the way they kind of played off each other once they made sense towards like the middle, I guess, if you want to say, of the season. Like
Yeah,
you start to get like, oh, all right, and then it's once that last episode hits, like it's like, all right, cool, I could rock with them being able to work back and forth like that.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
I feel like I think it's a bittersweet because I feel like they're gonna leave it to actually season 2.
Mhm.
But the bittersweet is like I kind of wanted to see the last suit
yeah,
because
yeah,
I think I know what it's gonna be and look like, but I was just like, damn, I would have liked to see it, but at the same time, I was like, no, good. Have people wanting to come back for the second season and
basically.
chill out.
No, because that was the best thing. Like, because the part when he's like down and they do the whole like the camera shit.
Mhm.
I was just like, yay! I was like, they're gonna go to the third. I was like, oh shit. I was like,
I like how they have different weapons too, not just
Yeah.
different costumes,
Mhm.
but different weapons. So I was just like, yeah, that's pretty badass. But it wasn't like a mind fuck. Like, did any of this really happen? Because he wakes up in the bed with the 2 goldfish this time.
Yeah.
So is that bed and the goldfish in his mind, or that's what makes me
The whole freaking ending was a mind fuck. That shit
yeah.
just threw me. I was like, where did I was like, I thought I knew what was gonna happen. I'm like, all right, I guess. Like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy. And then surprising to me because I didn't think the girl was gonna have powers, even though they kept hinting at it.
yeah,
But I was looking it up because I was just like, let me just find out like who she's supposed to be if the costume's accurate, and she's not supposed to be that character. It's another man character that
Mhm.
has like the scarab or something, but it's all good. I think they just needed that love interest with a girl Egyptian
Basically.
character and all that
now
stuff.
somebody put a picture and they put her with Wonder Woman from the last Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah,
And they were like, like, look at when you do it correctly. I was like, that's mad funny.
yeah, that was fun. But overall, what do you rank it in the Marvel shows?
For me, let's see. It's funny because like I kind of been rewatching them like randomly, like just spontaneous episodes,
Yeah,
and it's like I liked Winter Soldier and Falcon because like I like the hand to hand shit and all of that.
yeah,
But WandaVision probably is my number one because all around story and build to the end was
yeah,
awesome. And then I'll go as like I'll go WandaVision, probably Falcon Soldier, then Loki, or Loki, Falcon Soldier. Then
yeah,
I put Moonlight and Hawkeye. Like I could flip either or because I like both for the action and the simple story. Like
yeah,
I could go back and rewatch it just to rewatch it, like because it's
yeah,
quick and it's entertaining. Honestly,
yeah. I think I agree pretty much on that because I feel like it's if they had a couple more episodes, maybe
yeah.
I could rank it differently. But I'm just trying to think of like what else could you do. Like I feel like you did the whole story already, so
Hmm.
it's good. And you did murk the the guy at the end.
Yeah, pretty much.
2 bullets. That was crazy. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, you just killed the villain. All right, cool."
Yeah, it's like we're on to the next one.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool. I like
Like
I like
that.
that. I like the
Imagine
dark.
like being a director and just knowing like, oh, I'm working for Marvel. You know, we're killing you off. We're gonna
Yeah,
get another
like damn
like
it.
more characters. Like, Kevin
Oh,
Feige, I have an idea.
yeah, no, I think they did a good job with that because I don't know. I think they're doing a good job so far, but now this goes to Doctor Strange 2,
Yeah.
and I don't know how you felt, but to me, I'm gonna get your opinion first. So go ahead, go ahead.
You know what's funny? Before I left to go watch this shit real quick, I put on Spider Man because I was bored. So I put on the Spider Man episode with him in it. Saying that, I was like, once the movie started and they said the name of the book, I was like, oh, this is just karma, like it's meant to be. Because I
Yeah,
was like, they literally were just talking about the book in the cartoon.
yeah,
I was like, this movie's gonna be awesome. And like I'm there by myself, so I'm getting hyped, like, yeah.
yeah,
And in all honesty, that movie, I can't wait to watch it again tomorrow because I could give it more of a breakdown.
yeah.
Because in all honesty, like it has good key things where it's like I feel like if I watch it in a different setting, maybe
Mm,
the parts that were supposed to be like the horror scare jumps will feel better. Because I
okay.
thought they were cool. Like I thought they were good, but I didn't get scared of none of them.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
I don't think it was meant to
but
be
I felt
scary.
like the way that he tried to really make them like scary, and like I just felt like everybody's so happy in a Marvel fucking vibe that you don't really be like, oh my god, like you're not really scared. But it's like, nah, these are some good actual jump scares, better than freaking most horror movies that I've watched recently.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
but
okay,
what?
good. No,
Nah,
no, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say like, but I like bringing how do I say what's her name America Chavez and shit like
Yeah,
throwing her in the beginning and just starting shit off mad quick was perfect because that's literally what the movie was. It was just a clusterfuck of boom, 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 mad shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It
But
was.
now I honestly I loved it. Like I can't wait to rewatch it. I mean, we're gonna get more in detail with it because we gotta get to that once the scene. Yeah, get to
Yes. Yeah.
that.
The scene where it was just like I was literally in the theater and I was putting something on Facebook like I just had like a nerd oh my god moment, and then it
Yeah.
was just like bam, 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 bam. I was like, holy shit! I was like, holy fuck!
Nah, because that's what it was. Like, because it was like cool, and like I'm watching it, and like, all right. So when they were going through the multiverse, like, and
Yeah,
everything, I was like, all right, that's definitely seen the Kane statues. I was like, I
that's not
probably was a
Kang.
Savage Land. There was definitely the Kane statue. You could see it. They had the
What
statues at one
was it?
point.
The one with the heads?
Yeah, like yeah,
That's not Kang.
that was definitely Kane.
No,
How you gonna say it looked just like how it looked on the show?
no.
So
It's the
who the
same statue head that was in Loki.
yeah
That was the Living Tribunal head, where it had 3 different heads.
was that the Living Tribunal?
Yeah, and that's the third time.
You know what's funny? No, because I heard that he was supposed to be in it, like it was supposed to be in it. But I
Yeah,
was thinking like it was gonna be something different. So when I seen the statue, I automatically assumed Kane. So I was
yeah,
like, all right, so that, and then seen Savage Land. I was trying to see more, but it was so hard to break down everything.
Yeah, no, trust me. I was trying to be like, just stop it right here. Let me look.
Because I was like, I needed time. I was like, give me some time so I could like break it down. Like,
damn, I wish I really did have the movies just so I could pause it. Be like, all right.
yeah.
Because I feel like I want to say it's the Savage Land. So I was just like, yo, if I saw like Khazar or fucking Sauron, I would have lost my shit. Like,
that would have been fire. Hell yeah. But that's what I mean. Because like they were going, so while they were doing all of that, like, I was like, this is like cool. So like in my head, I'm like, all right. The only thing that this movie right now kind of needs, I was like, I need like that surprise. Like, I was like, coming off of Spider-Man, coming off everything, I was like, I need to be surprised. Yeah. So like, we get to this scene, like, so all right, we're gonna get there. Like, boom, we go to whatchamacallit, the Illuminati. All right, we already know Baron, Zemo, whatever. I mean, not Zemo, Mordo's gonna be there.
Yeah.
We already. I'm gonna get to the Professor X aspect, but I'm gonna just say we know he was there.
Yeah.
We know he was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna get to now what we get to.
Yeah.
All right, like, the fact that they just was like, yo, we're gonna bring back Black Bolt and we're gonna make him badass. Just looking
hell cool yeah, with the forks and everything. Like, we messed up on the show.
Yeah.
But look at him now. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. Like, because at first I seen, all right, when he was walking, I seen the shield and I was like, all right, Cap shield. I was like, that has to be the girl. Because I heard they were gonna do the show, whatever.
Yeah.
So I kind of had that feeling, but then when they came around and I seen Black Bolt, I was just like, "Yo!" Like, and I'm looking like nobody really got hyped. Like, I'm like, "Yo, this is stupid."
I'll explain why we're done explaining everything, but I'll explain why. Because mine was quiet until a certain person came on screen.
And all right, want to go to this person? This is the part that not everybody get hyped. Nah, everybody did get hyped when I was there. But yo, like,
it was Black Bolt from like the Inhumans from the show, but it was the actual character. But his the costume was almost accurate. You got the forks on the head, everything.
Nah, you that shit was awesome.
What do you call it? Captain Carter, which from the What If show, which is pretty cool. And they look like they put her in a little bodysuit, so she looks like a little bit more giant.
Yeah, she looked fit. Yeah.
Like, the silver person that everyone thought was going to be either Iron Man again, but I was kind of waiting for what's his name, Tom Cruise, to be the Iron Man because everyone was saying that.
That would have been so angering.
Yeah, it was Monica Rambeau's mother who died of cancer. And she is actually Captain Marvel instead of the white girl. Who else is there? You had
that was pretty much it.
Mordor, who is the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say Professor X, because I think the next one, because I think everyone knows about Professor X by now.
Yeah, not everybody knows.
Just seeing him come out, and this is the thing I fucking hate, and I'll explain why, but seeing him come out in the hovercraft wheelchair,
that shit was fire.
Was like, oh my fuck! It was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! And then when they showed John Krasinski as fucking Mr. Fantastic, whoa! I was just like, fucking finally! I was just like, all right, good. We got a good fucking guy to play.
But did you realize that when Professor X comes out and they show the wheelchair first? They're playing the X-Men music from the cartoon as he's coming out.
Yes.
I was like, that shit is fire.
Yeah. See, this is why I needed to go with maybe I went too early. Maybe I had to go more at night to get the actual diehard fans like, because I went like right after work. But in my head, I was like, fucking, I wanted to clap. I wanted to scream watching all those things happen. So you get John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, which is the big, like, everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, like, they popped in when I was there. It was like, you could hear the small section that was happy because we got him as Mr. Fantastic. And then there was another section that was just like, oh, we know him from The Office.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, but I have to say, even after all this, they had the conversation. When Doctor Strange uses his fucking mind powers and you see the bubbles, I was like, fucking thank you, Marvel. I was like, these little things, every little, like, it was just like, boom, like a nerdgasm kind of shit, just like boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. And then it was just like, when I saw that, I was like, fucking thank God you did something like I've been waiting for since the X-Men fucking movies. Something simple like that, people don't understand and get.
But that's what makes it so good.
Yeah. But even before that, they had a lot of shit. You know, like people that are gonna watch the movie, you got to realize it was like all action, probably like a mini slow scene, but all action up until then.
Son,
Even the Defenders, Doctor Strange in the very beginning,
yeah,
that was a freaking nerd thing because you see the costume and the hair and all that. So that was pretty cool. And I felt like this was such a. I think a lot of people won't like it as much as like, you know, Spider-Man.
Nah, they're not.
Because you got to know comic books or you got to be entrenched somehow to know certain things. So, just again, everyone should have popped at Professor X with the chair. Everyone should have popped at John Krasinski for a reason, because he was rumored to be it for how long, and they want his wife to be Miss Invisible, whatever.
It's gonna
so
happen.
just like he kept that secret, and then you get all this action, and then man, it was just like
there's just a lot of like, all right, because one of the things that was happening, like, because I really wasn't trying to like follow a lot of shit for the movie. I didn't really know in my head. I was like, I still don't really kind of know who's the bad guy, but I kind of know who's gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I like the fact that I kind of don't know yet. So as I'm watching it, I like when he goes and talks to Wanda, whatever. Because at first I'm like, all right, cool, they're talking, and then when she said like, oh, just bring America here, I was just like, wait, he ain't say nothing to her. I was like, oh shit.
And then he stopped.
Yeah. Like I was like, oh, it's about to get real.
Like, another good thing, even though they should have stopped with the spoilers, like they shouldn't have even done Professor X's voice in the one of the trailers. They should have. They did do two misdirections. One, we thought, because he said Nightmare is going to be the villain, and it was Wanda the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And then they did with the zombie Doctor Strange. You thought
it was him
Doctor
actually
Strange from there, but it ends up, you know, being what it was, where he's just using that body. So,
but it was still cool because they used the evil version, though, the other evil ass version, though. Having fight,
that was pretty cool. But it was good to see. Like again, it was just everything comic book reader. So once they said, when the Illuminati was explaining to Doctor Strange about what's going on, and he's the point of this incursion. Now the incursion in the comic books was a series called Time Runs Out with the Avengers and shit, but it had the Illuminati was a big part of it. So it's when the two like universes collide and destroy each other. So when they said that, I was like, incursion, and then they started explaining it. I was like, this is totally fucking comic book shit. Like no one's gonna know what the fuck's going on. And I was like, all right. So that's where they're going, where it's gonna be like I think the universes are gonna start blending together and dying, and I'm just like, all right, that's when they're gonna bring in the Fox X-Men, because they already have Professor X, and thank God they're doing a whole new Fantastic Four, because I think they said that's irredeemable.
They have to.
Yeah, but I'm just like, all right, cool, do that, and then, like I said, everything was that. So we'll fast forward, I guess, to the end, because you get action.
It's just them fighting throughout the whole damn movie.
Yeah. Oh, did you catch another hint? And I was hoping that they showed him when he said, "Oh, the books are written in Wundagore Mountain."
No, I did not catch that.
That's where what's his name? Wong said that the book is written in Wundagore Mountain. Once he said Wundagore Mountain, I was just like, the fucking High Evolutionary? I was just like, say where they're gonna fucking show him. And they didn't, but I was like, holy fuck.
Well, there's obviously we've seen what happened at the end credit. There's a lot more. It's like, oh, we just open up a whole nother aspect.
Yeah. But that was a dark dimension. So that was another nerd thing that nobody would have got, but that's the Wundagore Mountain. For anyone that doesn't know, is like where Wanda and Pietro, who's Quicksilver, were raised by the cow lady. I forgot I think her name was Marta or something like that. But she was like a cow lady that was made by the High Evolutionary and raised them too. And they didn't know that they were Magneto's children. So I don't know how they're gonna work that into the franchise, but maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Multiverse is gonna be some crazy shit.
Hell yeah. Hell
He's gonna
fucking yeah.
pop. I'm your father. Like, what?
What else? So yeah, we go to the end because Wanda ends up meeting the other Wanda and trying to take control over her.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
so she can have her kids, but then she notices that she's scaring the kids instead, and then the good Wanda from the other universe said, "Know that they will be loved," and then, boom, that was Wanda ends up killing herself, destroying all the dark holds and all that, the evil book, and we go to what do you call it? America Chavez is now working with like Wong as like a mystic or something, just to learn how to use powers.
Slash superpower chick.
Yeah, exactly. I could go through fucking the multiverse.
Basically.
But yeah, so first end credit scene, which was good because the second one was just like a haha moment.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, wait, what the hell? I got up and walked out. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah. But the first end credit scene is you see this lady come out of a portal, and it's the dark dimension that Dormammu was in, and she says that, "Are you gonna help me? Stop the incursions and unless you're scared." And he was like, "No, I'm good." And then he has his third eye pop up because that was a weird thing. Like, I don't know why at the end of the movie he's like, and then his eye pops out. And then this one, the first end credit scene is him just like, "No, it's there."
I think they just kind of just was like, you know what, fuck it. We're going to just have him already having control of it. And then we'll go into the next movie. Because I'm pretty sure by the time we get to the next Doctor Strange movie, there's gonna be enough crazy shit going on that they're just gonna jump right into it again.
Yeah,
like Doctor Strange gets no breaks. Like he gets no like his movies just start non-stop action.
And that lady was, for anyone who doesn't know, the on again, off again girlfriend in the comic books with Doctor Strange. She's like another mystic person, so she has like magic powers and shit like that too. So that'll be cool and interesting to see. And I can't believe it was her that playing it. All the famous actors are.
I think it was pretty cool though, because that's a decent actress. I like her.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Yeah. Do you have any problems with the movies? With this movie, I mean.
With the movie, I mean, I was expecting maybe a little bit more of certain shit from certain characters, like more of like what you call it, Roboto and shit like that. Like I wasn't sure where they were going, so I couldn't. But once I figured out like what the concept of the story was, like Wanda was, it's like basically the sequel to WandaVision in a way, because it's coming right off of her and everything in WandaVision. So like once I got that idea, I was like, all right, not bad. Like, and then you introduce a new character, which I don't know what they're gonna do with her. They got it there, but besides that, like I don't really have much to complain about it. Like, I mean, I'm excited to go watch it again tomorrow and see if I can see more.
Yeah,
and I'm watching in the IMAX, so it's gonna be even cooler. So
yeah, I have a couple issues, but they're minor because I think the movie was great. Again, especially for someone who reads comic books. But I feel like I still don't know where Marvel is going because the only time we're gonna see Kang again is in Ant-Man. So I was just
that's what we assume. That's why I think all the end credits make us wait, but we got to see what happens with Thor because nobody knows where Thor, unless Thor leads back to Warlock, whatever, or something in that area. We don't know where Thor is gonna lead off to after it ends. Yeah. Honestly, because we got 2 Thors now. We got like mad random shit. Like I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. Because obviously that's gonna probably be some multiverse shit. That's how Jane whatever's gonna come out as Thor probably.
Well, if they're going by the comic books and with the incursion and all that stuff, and they'll have the Secret Wars of 2015, not the original Secret Wars, where they took all the alternate realities and he's just started. It was Marvel's way of like trying to kill the multiverse off and just take the good parts
Mhm.
and leave them in there. So that's why Miles Morales is in the main Marvel universe now.
Yeah.
They killed off this. They killed off that. I didn't personally like that Secret Wars. I like the original better, but the one good thing that they had in there was Doom was God King Doom. He had all like the Beyonder power kind of
Mm.
thing, and he actually took Thanos' skeleton out of his fucking body.
Mm.
So there was a good little panel in there. But I think they might go that way. But I think the thing is like I think I'm just looking too much for like what's next, because I felt like in the original series we got a lot of like, all right, we're building up to Thanos, and this one
Yeah,
is just
but
like
that's
we're not.
because once you kind of knew they had Infinity Stones or whatever, and then
Yeah.
you got the end of the first Avengers, which is technically the end of the first saga, which we haven't even got to yet. We're not even near the end of the first, whatchamacallit, for Kang series, whatever. Like, I guess you want to call it the multiverse saga.
Yeah.
Like, we're not even near at the end yet. We still got Thor and one more movie after that.
Isn't it
So
Black Panther?
I think
Thor,
it's Black Panther. Yeah. So like we're not even near the end of it. Like at the end of the saga, we got Thanos, and that's how we knew. Oh, this all of it is basically based around Thanos. So then
Yeah.
they just worked around that way, and then we really didn't get a lot of Thanos end credits after that. We got him in what, Guardians, then we got him at the end of Age of Ultron, and probably one more time after that going into Infinity War.
Yeah, well, we had him in 3 after credits, and then I think in the
Mhm.
first Guardians, we
Yeah,
had him for like 2 seconds, but
and
I
Kane
get it.
was in a whole episode of Loki, so he had 20 minutes. He kind of almost
He's beating Thanos.
Yeah.
So that's fact.
Technically.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because maybe it's because I'm looking for too much. Because even in Moon Knight, I was looking for references to Kang or Apocalypse because they're all like
Yeah.
Egyptian kind of thing. And I was like, fuck, man. They're not showing anything like that. Like even just like a little statue or something.
See, now
So
you're
that's
just
what I was
looking
looking
for too
for.
much. Now you're looking
Yeah.
for too much. You're getting
I
greedy.
am because I'm just like, I want to know where the fuck this is going. Because it just seems like
Maybe that's
this
the whole
multiverse
point.
thing is going to be happening.
They
forever
don't want you to fucking
until-
figure it out. There's a whole bunch of yous out there trying to figure
Yeah.
out shit,
Exactly.
and they don't want to try to figure out nothing. It's the same concept like when they do shit in wrestling and everything. They don't want people to know shit.
Yeah.
You got to fucking loopholes and smoke and mirrors. Like,
What do you, I'm surprised that we didn't talk about it, maybe because I was so excited by everything else.
mm,
Even though I wanted more of a fight scene, that's one of my, with the Illuminati, I mean. How fucking cool was it to see Black Bolt blow his own fucking brains out? I was just like, I saw that, I was like,
nah,
holy
that's
shit.
you know why it was crazy, because this is how I knew I was really like the only one in there running nerd out hard. Because like once she started breaking in and they broke up, like got away from the chairs, I was like, oh, they're gonna all fight. Like I was like, yes, I was like, we dead ass get to see all of them fight right now. I don't gotta wait for a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I was like, oh, she killed him. She beat this nigga. I was like,
Captain Carter gave her a little fight,
like,
chopped her in half. Like,
yeah,
whoa.
like, I was like, that was kind of savage. I was like, I love that they stay on their ground of keeping like the Captain America super soldier person like
Yeah.
savage. Like I must fight hard, and it's like at least they killed the gangster. Like,
Yeah.
they chopped her in half. Like, I was like, yo,
Fucking-
why is this white girl fighting back still? Like, I was like, my man over here blew his head up. Like, he has super strength.
Yeah, that was
fucking
a
Mr.
fact, though.
Fantastic, smart as hell, and somehow he just became a fucking like Twizzler. Like,
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. I would have liked to see a little bit more of Mr. Fantastic, but
yeah,
I was just shocked to see Black Bolt because all you see is his head go, and then he falls back. I was like, whoa!
yeah,
I
nah,
was
because
like, that's dark for Marvel. Holy shit!
they definitely like. I just hope that's not their way of trying to get away from using him again. Because I was like, damn, I kind of wanted like a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Like you did him right now. He had
Yeah.
the fucking wings and everything. It was
And I don't even
flying.
know
I
who
was
the
like,
guy
come
is that's
on.
playing him, but I was fine with it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
God
hey, it's
damn it.
working. It doesn't have to be
Do him
Vin
again.
Diesel. It doesn't have to be nothing. Just Let that random guy be him. He doesn't have to speak. He doesn't have to do nothing. Like,
Fuck, man. But I did like it. Man, I guess they're trying to be more. What's the word? Uh, uh, God damn it. I don't know. I think they're trying to be like, okay, let the women fight and let the women beat some ass and let the guys fall quick or whatever. Even though I was just, to me, I would like to see Black Bolt do a few punches, but
yeah.
that was a good,
That was the only thing that I was just like, oh, I was like, damn, they really just killed him. And I was like, that was cool, but I was like, damn.
The way they killed Professor X too was kind of savage. She was like,
oh yeah,
it was just like, woof. I was
the
like,
Professor X joint was cool because like once again he was doing his power shit.
yeah.
And then like I was thinking, I was like, all right, he's gonna do some Professor X shit from like the cartoon or something. Like we're gonna see some cool shit. And then I was just like, oh, he got scared and got his neck broken. And I was like, man.
I was hoping that he did from the cartoon, like turn into that giant like warrior.
Yeah.
But if he did that, fuck, man. Those are little pet peeves, but it's just like they're probably like, all right, we're running out of time. Like, let's go.
Can't make the movie any longer. We're like, we're bringing them all back. It doesn't matter.
Oh shit, man.
True. But nah, that was what made it fucking like that was like I think probably the big scene, big part of the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the movie is like, nah, it's good Doctor Strange Marvel movie, good action scenes, like Scarlet Witch was cool. I like the way that she played her character, like how she was just like crazy and shit. And then I was hoping that they would have not killed her, like would have actually found a way to work around that and maybe like arrest her.
No, well, I just heard that she was signed on for 7 more movies, so she's still around.
So they probably bring another version of her because I'm pretty sure like it's like the same thing with like they're not gonna be like, oh, this is the only Professor X that had a freaking wheelchair like that. Yeah. So like, I'm not really worried about that too much.
Another pet peeve that we're talking about Wanda in the comic books, and again, they did a lot of fanfare, so I'm not complaining. There's not a complaint. This is just like things they could have done to make it more of like a nerd thing. She was big for House of M for saying no more mutants. So Doctor Strange says like when she said no more mutants in the comic books, that was through all the multiverse too. So in this, when she did when she killed the Darkholme, Doctor Strange says like in all the universes, so the multiverse. It would have been cool, like a little fanfare to be like no more Darkholme or some shit like that.
But I think that would have been more like one of those things that nobody would have got.
Well, nobody got half the shit. I'm telling you, like people were silent, and I was over there like, because I'm by myself. I'm like freaking out my seat, like
Nah, trust me. Like, I was me by myself in my own row. I had like a couple behind me that chews popcorn loud as hell. That I wanted to be like, yo, how do y'all chew popcorn that loud? And then like it was funny because like we were watching the Thor trailer because I liked it, so I was like into it. And I was like, all right, the theater's not too packed. And then like I decided to look again, like in the middle section, because I was sitting on the far side, and the whole middle section got filled. Like, I was like, God damn! It was like it filled up mad late. I was just like, wow, because I didn't go to Deer Park. I went to the one the AMC because that was the only one that had tickets available for that time.
Yeah. I went to the one by my job. Is funny, but they have the one by my job also has a bar. Oh, I didn't notice that until I bought my fucking popcorn and drink, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I was just like, "Yo, can I get a Jameson and ginger ale?" Yeah. And then he poured it. You know how they had the little shot glass? He poured it, and then it was overfilling into the cup, and I was like, "All right." And then he poured another one. I was like, "Good job."
Yeah, nah, definitely. That was the one thing that I didn't get because I was like, honestly, I thought I was gonna get to the movie theater late. Like I was freaking. It's been so long since I've gone to that one that for some reason I had like a mind block of how to get there the faster, smarter way. So I took like the long way. I was like, God damn it! But I got there with like freaking 20 minutes, and then once again, like you know the code thing on the phone, the scan.
Yeah.
My phone becoming a black, so I'm like, yo, the shit it never scans. I didn't realize that when you put the black shit, the dark mode on your phone, that's why it does that. So I was like, ah, shit. So I'm there like fighting with the people. Like I'm like, yo, I just want to get my ticket. And then like, the guy like trying to scan. So I was just like, yo, can we just do it with my card? Like I was like why you gotta make it so damn hard? I was like, I just want to go watch a freaking movie. But I was like, this is why I go to Deer Park. I was like, it's like freaking people.
Now, do you think? I don't know if it's gonna happen, but do you think Khonshu's gonna be in Thor?
In Thor,
Yeah.
that would be kind of dope because they already have the God aspects and like
Yeah.
they talking about all of this shit. I would love. I want them to find a way to put Moonlight in something or make like a TV show that's like epic, like how they did with the Netflix version, but just better.
Yeah. They kept saying Midnight Suns, but Blade is part of it, like a big part of it. Ghost Rider is.
But that's when you could say like you can make sense of it because like if the rumor is true that they're putting out a Halloween special for Moon Knight, he's gonna fight like the werewolf guy.
Awesome, yeah, that'd be cool to put him in now.
So he's supposed to fight him. So I mean, if you're gonna, they tease that a little bit. If we get Blade, whenever the hell that's supposed to come out, like they gotta find a reason to put him in there. That's the only reason I won't say because I don't know what the story. Like I don't even know what the hell the Thor story is gonna be. I just know that James gonna be Thor, and I know that the God Killer guy is Christian
Butcher,
Bale. Yeah.
From what I know about that storyline, is that the God Butcher was an alien that I guess was very religious in a certain god, and I think an enemy killed his whole family, and I don't know if his whole world, but his like family and shit like that. So he made it like I think he was a slave too. So he made a commitment like I'm gonna kill all these fucking gods because they weren't there, and I believed So he has a gripe against gods, and then he goes and kills almost everybody in Thor's a god, whatever. And I think in the comic books around this time, he was Thor Odin's son, where he had the metal arm because he got his arm chopped off in the axe.
Yeah.
And then Jane Foster was Jane Foster Thor. But it'll be interesting to see because I want to see how he looks, even though I don't know if that picture's real when he was like on a truck or some shit.
I don't think I've seen that one.
But if he looks like that, he looks good for the character. But I want to see how far that goes. And again, how many gods is going to kill because you see Zeus in there. So, and then if Hercules is there, Hercules could be part of the Avengers because he's an actual Avenger.
Yeah.
So
I hope he definitely does because they've been leaning on one of those where it's like a mixture. Like some has been the Marvel safe, and then it's like the unexpected. Like today, where it's like, oh no, there's a lot of deaths in today. Like just watching. I was like, a lot of people.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm liking Marvel going deeper. Like they're getting a little darker. Just like a lot more blood. Like in Moon Knight, I was surprised how much blood they're showing, but I feel like that's just enough blood in each episode, so it's not like
you don't have to overdo it though. That's the thing, like because the blood makes sense. Like, put the blood when it all right. And like most of the scenes you see like people get beat up and every day and they're on the floor. This done in the end credit scene in Moon Knight. Instead of having the guy lay on the floor beat up because you just think, oh, he just knocked him out. They wanted to make it look more like it mattered more, so then you seen the blood come out. So they're like, boom, that's a little bit of blood, like besides two other parts that they showed. And it's like, that's enough. Like, you don't have to be like explosions and blowing people's heads, like going crazy and shit. Like, that's what people want. And like, that's what's great. Like Justice League is a freaking Quentin Tarantino superhero movie. The way that they butchered freaking Steppenwolf, they chopped the man's head off. I'm never going to let that go.
Yeah.
Like he was just trying to go back to Apocalypse, he gonna recoup, get back together. They were like, nah, we a bunch of superheroes that kill people.
Yeah. And wasn't it Superman that did that?
Yeah, I think it was Superman that.
And why is no one bitching? They saying like that's the greatest movie ever. Superman brutally killed somebody with an axe. Yeah. But they bitch about his first movie when he was just like, I had to break his neck. Like, you like this. I can't go in. Fucking DC fans piss me off so much. I
think they said they wanted to redo Superman. They're trying to they want to bring justice to Superman's character or something. I don't know, some shit like
All
that.
right. Well, go ahead. Revamp Superman just like you're gonna revamp Batman 1,000
Yeah,
times.
I think that was one of the reasons why they were like, oh, I guess all the Batman revamps like we gotta
Ezra
bring
Miller is not gonna be Flash anymore.
yeah.
Thank God.
But
But it
that
was
was
just
yeah,
like,
that's a great one. But I mean, if somebody would just realize like the Man of Steel movie was a good Superman, just could have worked off of that and we would have
Yeah.
been fine.
Yeah.
Like
But I think it's funny because I hope they all come to Marvel. Just like bring them all to Marvel.
yeah, I think that slowly happens. And it's
Except
like
for Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller
like
could stay his ass over there.
the shit is like the
Yeah.
AEW WWE type of aspect because like
Yeah.
the guy who plays Shazam, he was in Thor, but he was like the low mid card guy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
couldn't
Yeah.
get a spot, so he wanted to be a top guy, so he went to DC.
Yeah.
Like that's what basically
You're
happened.
not gonna and a better same character is gonna be played by fucking The Rock, and I feel like that's gonna be the highest grossing DC
Pretty
movie.
much. Well,
The Rock himself is just gonna make it good.
Black Adam is definitely gonna make mad bread because there's gonna be a lot of people that want to see it because of The Rock. People that want to see it because they like the character. It's just gonna like he's gonna bring in an extra group of people that's gonna make people watch that movie, and that's
Yeah.
like the one plus that they got out of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I wish The Rock went more into Marvel. So
Well, who knows? Maybe after he sees that DC doesn't make him a legit superhero.
yeah, he might move. He might move his.
Yeah, but like, listen, I'm trying to be under a fucking 10 contract deal, like making mad movies. Like, it's gotta do. Like, look at freaking what's her name? Sasha Banks. She's Mandalorian now. Like, everybody wants her to do more shit like that. So
Yeah, I hope she does because you said she's a legitimate nerd, right?
yeah, nah, she's into all of that shit. She fucks with My Hero Academia and all of that shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Damn, I got excited. I got to see this movie again though.
Yeah. Going tomorrow at the same time.
Look at that statue. I could be wrong, but I think it's the living.
I would definitely look again. No, because I heard the rumor that they were like, oh, because I think it was in the first movie that they teased it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, oh, we heard rumors that it's gonna be in it, but we don't know how. Da da da. So I wasn't sure like how they were gonna do it. So maybe it was a statue of it.
See, I don't know why they keep teasing him, because I feel like they eventually will make him like a guy, because if that were his statues in this movie, then in the first Doctor Strange they said like the staff of the Living Tribunal, and then they also teased him with the statue in Loki, and then in the Eternals when the Celestial's like, I'm going to take you to be judged, I'm thinking they're going to him, like the Living Tribunal. So it's gonna be interesting if they bring him in there, but I don't know if they're gonna save him.
It's gonna be we have the whole space aspect is gonna help, like whatever random shit they get out of that, because I feel like there's gonna be a decent amount of like Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna definitely be that movie that's gonna end like no, not Guardians, but Thor is Guardians technically. Yeah, because
they have Guardians in it, but I think they're gonna stray away. Like this is gonna be like in the beginning, it's gonna be him doing that, and I hope they do a montage of music, like Rocky music or some shit, when he's like beefing up. That'd be fucking awesome.
But not because I seen a picture of Chris. Oh no, maybe no, that was for. I keep forgetting that they're doing a Guardians 3 because they putting Guardians in Thor is messing up my way of thinking. But yeah, like. Damn, so Thor comes out, then Guardians. All right, yeah, so we gotta see what happens with Thor first, and then we'll go from there. I have no idea what Guardians is
hopefully there's more hints of what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with it. I'm happy.
Nah, I definitely am. Like, I was like presently like surprised. I was like, cool, I like the vibe of it. Like, I like the depths, the way Wanda was just crazy. Like, you don't even know what I could do, son.
Exactly. I'm mad powerful now.
Yeah, like that's the like I'm never like just that fake out where she was just like, oh, you didn't tell me her name, man, fuck it. Just like
like all right, you got it. All right, okay. One more pet peeve that I thought about. Now, at the end of WandaVision, when you see that character going to her cabin, I was hoping that they were going in that timeline, because now what was the significance of that at the end of WandaVision if they're not going to show who met her at the cabin or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
Nah, I
they
feel
did
you.
something, and maybe it was rewrites, maybe it was just
It
like,
could be,
oh,
yeah.
forget it.
But I feel
But-
like, yeah, because Doctor Strange, the second movie had a director change. I had a couple of things happen before
Yeah,
that
well,
movie
it was
came out.
supposed to be before Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
and then Spider-Man came out, and then this came out. So I know there was a couple of rewrites and reshoots and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they definitely had to flip some. Because I just, like, now that you said that, it made me think about that. I was like, oh, shit, that is true.
Mm.
Like, I wonder.
A little mishap, but still, the movie's good. I'm gonna see it
Yeah.
again eventually. I got to see it another time in the
Yeah.
theater.
Be there tomorrow.
Fuck you. But yeah, hit me up tomorrow when you see it again to see if I'm wrong or right, and see if
Right.
you pick out any other things, like if
Trust
you
me,
do see Sauron and the
I
fucking.
can sit there with a little bit different viewing eyes now that I got to watch it with the first view. Now, second view, I could be like,
Yeah.
all right, I can miss a few words and look at pictures.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to listen to every word said. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Shit. So we're gonna wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A little under an hour, which is good. I gotta cut off half of your beginning because you didn't know we were recording.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
But yeah, like, subscribe, follow, and let's do this again. Oh. Obi-Wan Kenobi
Obi-Wan.
coming out the 27th. So
Yeah,
that's
that
gonna
trailer
be-
was pretty cool.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Can't wait for
Yeah.
that one.
Another
All right,
6
people.
episode.
Yeah. All right, people. See ya.
All right.